Hey, look, the new contraption works.
Ha ha ha! So does the recorder.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was talking about my clockwork heart. I cranked it up. The bitch of it is you have to wind it like an old timey watch. If
Oh,
I start to like nod, that's why.
okay. I'll
Yeah,
remind you to give it a couple. Is it through the nipple? You
it
like
is through the nipple every 23 minutes, which is regrettable. It's impossible to get any real sleep.
that 23 minutes? That's a very specific amount of time.
Yeah, yeah. It used to be 25, but these things are not built to last.
Oh, you didn't get the Swiss one.
This is a very weird steampunk starting to this. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
You got to get the kinetic one where you
Wait a
jump up and
second.
down and your titties jiggle.
There's no. That's what it is.
Yeah.
How many steps you got? Zero, but I got 13,000 titty jiggles.
Ooh, all
Does that
right.
burn calories? Definitely keeps me perky. I don't know. Let me get some of this. I haven't had any booze today. That's the issue.
Yes. Yeah, I get it. I need
Oh, Jesus.
I did a whole that whole week without drinking, and
Hmm.
all last week every day I had a drink, and I was like, all right, maybe let's find the happy medium
Yeah.
between,
Yeah. Mhm.
between what I was doing and what I just did, because I didn't hate not drinking. I mean, I hated it, but I didn't hate it. You know what I mean?
No, but sure.
Well, I didn't hate the way my body felt and the fact that I slept better.
Right. Right.
Um,
Harder to get to sleep, easier to stay that way.
uh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the almost every night this week, and this weekend, I have woken up talking to nobody,
Good.
and I was very, very distraught about it.
Good. Good.
Waking myself up, being like, "Oh no, please!" Okay, yep, we gotta maybe not drink until. Cause I had shows this weekend. Get home at like midnight,
Hmm.
and then be like, "Well, I'm wound. Been drinking coffee all the way home, so let's balance it out with 15-year rum."
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
your eldest nephew, my eldest offspring, brought it over,
Hmm.
and he was like, "Just I don't." He goes, "It's good, and it's just not really my thing, but figured you'd like it." And I'm like,
He's 21. Natty Light's his thing. Like,
"Right." Now, I that's the thing. He likes our philosophy. We taught him well, buddy. Cheap beer, good booze.
yeah.
And
There's
so,
nothing wrong with High Life.
no,
No.
nothing wrong with High Life. Give me a Coors Light off the ice.
Sure.
Oh, hell, I'll take a Natty Light off some ice.
Eh,
If someone else has purchased it and it's all that's available,
okay, sure. Yeah, absolutely. If it's either that or sobriety, then yes, obviously.
absolutely.
You do are you still off the smoking train?
I am. I am. I
Really?
skipped
2 weeks?
2 weeks, 2 whole weeks.
Nice.
And I every day is a little better.
I hate being the person who encouraged somebody for quitting smoking, but I'm doing it because that's awesome. Good for you, brother.
Thanks, buddy. I will tell you, I was a little concerned because it's my first weekend back to doing comedy after weddings and COVID,
Right. Hmm.
and I was like, I had this routine where I would go
So
up.
yeah, having to smoke before you go on, I'm
Yep.
guessing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Hmm.
right after I got off stage, I'd have a smoke and go over my notes,
Sure.
and and I was like, what do I do? And I remembered that a few years ago for Father's Day, Nicole got me a pipe. Just like an old man pipe.
Is it glass with a burn mark on the bottom of it?
It's a Coke can with some Scotch soaked in it.
Nice. What is this? It's a pipe. It's been a bad year, honey.
Leave me alone. Uh, this is none of your business, is what it fucking is.
It's a pipe or possibly a plate.
Depends on what's going around the tire fire at the rail
Breathe deep because life is short.
yard. And we want it to be shorter. but
It
but
always just smells like the racetrack around here. Burnt rubber? Yeah, no, literally. Great.
oh, awesome. What are we cooking? Rat? Oh, delicious. Well, the tire really hides the flavor of the rat, is what
It
I'm saying.
does. It does. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, baseball bat Steve. Looking at the new contraption, making sure it's recording, you know.
Good, good.
But yeah, I got the pot, and I was like, I told her, I was like, I'm not, she got tobacco for me and everything. But I'm like, I don't want to smoke it because I want to go at least 3 weeks without like a cigar
Hmm.
or anything. I want to go
Yeah, I was say the danger is you have a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of nicotine. Your body's gonna go, holy shit, that stuff was great. Let's go get a pack of it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um, So what and it was the driving that really
Yeah, that
annoyed
was
me.
me too. Yeah, all the time. As soon as you get in the car, man.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
so I got the pipe and didn't take, took and I will be honest, took a cigar with me as a
Hmm.
just in case.
There you go.
I was like, you know what? If God forbid I get into a wreck, hit a deer, whatever, blow a tire, the car just breaks down, I'm gonna want something. So if nothing else, if I've got a cigar that I can just, but I would get that pipe out as I'm driving and just chew on the pipe. It was a pacifier, man. I
Oh
had
yeah.
my adult passy. I didn't light it, but I would sit there and I didn't even realize there was a couple times this week just wandering around the house and just chewing on the pipe, just holding it and fiddling with it in my hand. And Nick was laughing because I'd be talking, then I'd take like a pull off of the pipe with no
No,
tobacco,
no, yeah.
nothing in it, but I just so anyway, and keep going, and she's like, "Hey, I don't care what it is." She goes, "I don't." I'm thinking it could
How's
be
the case looking, Sherlock? I'll tell you right
elementary, my dear fuck face.
now.
It's an American Sherlock.
Just because I'm not as smart as you, fuck off.
Elementary, my dear. Well, elementary is as far as I made it in school before I had to go to work for Paul.
You know, they don't give you no diploma.
No, no, I made my own. It's got
That's why I can't prove I finished. That's why. That's it. That's the you didn't ask. Very good.
excellent, excellent. But yeah, no, it's a I kind of just do. I watched somebody have a cigarette the other day, and I was like, that looks
Did you catch yourself touching yourself?
just like the right nipple a
Okay.
little, just a little.
Right as in starboard or right as in correct?
But both.
Okay, yeah, sure. If it's whatever works for you.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I've had a couple moments where I was like, just, and then I realized, hey, this is your first time doing whatever task it is without falling back on a cigarette. Give yourself a break. You're allowed to be a little frustrated. I was a dick once to Nick, and then immediately apologized
Yeah.
because I had went to the grocery
It's
store.
not you, it's the Nick withdrawals.
Yep,
Nicotine,
nicotine. Yeah. Um, I went to the grocery store, come back. Um, she was still in the driveway and I couldn't park behind her because she was like going to have to leave in like 2 minutes. And so I was going to pull onto the parking pad, but we had like 10 cars for some reason coming the opposite direction on our street.
hmm
So I had to go around the damn block because the other parking pad across the street was taken. So
Okay.
I'm now frustrated. I drive around the damn block. I pull up, I park, and that's when she walks out to leave. And I'm like, huh. And I'm frustrated, and I'm telling myself this is not her fault, but she's there, and I'm like, don't you snap at her? Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. She says, all right, I'm headed to rehearsal. What'd you get to eat? And I pull it out of the car and I went, food. I got fucking food. And I was like, baby, I am sorry.
That
I am
question did not warrant that response by
That's what
any
I told her.
means.
I was like, you did nothing wrong.
No.
She's like, I knew that you were going to be frustrated just coming from the store. And then she said, I saw all those cars and I saw you have to like turn and go around the block. And I was like, thank you for understanding. You did not deserve that. I am sorry. I'm a dick. And she's like, you're fine. Just, and that it's like the one time where I looked at her and I was like,
I'm gonna go find a wild animal to fight, and
yeah,
I'll be right back.
there, is that deer still wandering around the berm? Because I'm a punch a deer.
It's okay. It's a buck. It's okay. It has a chance.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, other
It's a
than
12 pointer.
it's a 12, he's a biggin. He's a
Hmm.
biggin, and I'm gonna go empty-handed, but I'm gonna have a club hidden nearby just
We're
in
gonna go full Norseman on this fucker.
and
Because either I have myself a Marlboro Red or I commit some manner of venicide.
yeah, finish site. Nice.
Thanks.
I I'm just coming out of the tall grass getting loose. That's what I'm doing. This son of a bitch.
Speaking of getting loose,
Hmm. I say, yeah. We've both had an uncomfortable week. You more so than
yeah,
me.
No, you know
How's your
what?
butthole?
It's pristine.
You did clean it out.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you about a colonoscopy, pal. Let me just tell you, because I know you're going to have one
I've
at
got
some
to.
point.
It's
You
got.
really should. It's
It's
it's.
soon. I've hit that point. It's soon.
Here's the thing. They say you do it at 45. I had a issue, so we got something up there to check out said issue. I won't go into too much about that, but um, I'm 44, so we jumped the gun a little bit. The bitch of it is at 45, it's free. At 44, it's $500.
Oh, sweet.
Um, but if you're gonna when you get one, I would say clear your schedule for 2 days.
Sure.
You need a solid 2 days.
Yep.
So I had it on the 11th. Okay, so on the 9th, they give you those 2 pills of laxative. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's to get out all the solids. Now, I sent you the list of possible side effects for the 2 pills,
Yes. Yeah, you did.
which, it was nausea. Okay, I get that. Diarrhea. No, that's not, no, that's the effect. That's not a side effect.
Right.
You're taking a poop maker. It's going to make you poop. That's not that's, what I thought was real interesting, though, was vomiting and vertigo was like pretty high up on the list.
Well, when you're
So,
turning inside out, your brain probably is like,
but
"What
that
is
was just on the
happening?"
first 2 pills, though. That wasn't on the marathon. That was the day before. This is 2 days before. So
Right.
that's to get that's just like that's the pipe cleaner. That's the chimney sweep going through. That's Dick Van Dyke in a bad accent, just pushing the stuff through. Okay,
Shit, shittery, shit, shittery,
there
shit,
it is.
shit,
Yeah, that
shitoo.
was Van Dyke, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
it was. It was Dick Van
But
Dyke.
yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter. But you know what I'm saying. He was doing an Australian accent and he was dancing around like a lunatic.
Oh, that was his Cockney accent.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was not.
That was not.
Okay, no, hold on. It was his, sure.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
He's from Danville, Illinois.
In the same way that me jumping in the air with a rubber ball, breaking my hip and hurting is my slam dunk. That was his Cockney accent.
Yes.
Okay. So we managed to escape the vertigo, which it sounded like ayahuasca. It's like you're gonna trip balls, you're gonna shit yourself and fall down. Can we not do this then? How about we find a pill that doesn't do that?
Is there a better way for me to quit drinking and
Is
smoking?
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus. But the day before, Larry, that's the adventure.
Mm.
That's the adventure. Now, I don't know if it was my own doctor and uh, their squad that just are sadistic as fuck. But here's the deal: my colonoscopy was my appointment was for the morning of at 9 o'clock the morning of the 11th. Okay, so on the 10th is the day that you're really prepped. The 9th, I took the pills that make you fall down and shit, and so I shed a couple of times, really healthy ones too. Actually, there was nothing really weird about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The next day, this is the day you really want to clear your schedule.
Sure.
You can't leave the house. You can barely leave the bathroom. You can't eat anything. You
Okay.
can't. You're on a clear liquid diet. They tell you can't drink, but apparently a couple of beers nobody cares about because that definitely happened. But I was on broth, beer, and Gatorade. But they give you this bottle of prescription strength laxative. Okay, you're going to finish it that day, and it's a powder. You put 7 capfuls. A cap is about a shot glass
Okay.
into a 28-ounce Gatorade. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
And then you split it up into 4.
Can it be a Powerade instead?
Yes, it can, as long as it's clear. I actually had a Gatorade and a Powerade because I wanted to mix up the flavors. Guess
Excellent.
what? Didn't fucking matter by the end of it.
No.
No, I was trying to treat myself, but Jesus Christ, no, it could have been Crystal Light, could have been water. It doesn't really matter as long as it's not, purple. Um, but then you drink one. You split up into 4, 28, the 28 ouncer, and you drink one every 15 minutes. Gum, bam, 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 bam. The powder is so much that the Gatorade takes on a viscosity not unlike hungover spit.
Oh.
It is thick. It
So
is
there's the vomit
thick.
part.
Yeah.
That's the nausea. All right.
And the best part is that 2 hours later you do it all again.
Oh no. No,
And that's how
no.
you get rid of the entire bottle of prescription strength laxative. Now, I don't know if you've ever, like, literally every time I sat down on the toilet, it was like turning on the spigot outside for my hose. That's what it
But
sounded and
not
felt
not
like.
even like a Dairy Queen soft serve. It's
No, no, no. The whole goal is by the time you're done with it, it's clear and it's coming out of you aggressively. Now, here is the real cute part and why I
okay.
brought out the fact that it was 9 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I was given a very specific list of when these things needed to happen. Okay. So I mixed the first batch at 3. You put it in the fridge. You start drinking it at 5:30 p.m. So 5:30 to 6:30, bam, 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 bam. And then starting at 6:30, your body goes, hey, guess what? Ah! 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 And then you have just enough time to mix up your second one at 7:30, but you don't start drinking it until 10 p.m. Okay?
So you're just shitting all night.
All night. But I also have to be there the next day at 9 a.m. So if you've ever, yeah, So I'm hungry. I'm cranky. I'm as clean as the day I was new. Happily enough, I could not be more happy that I put a bidet in the master suite. I'll tell you right
Oh.
now, dear God. Otherwise, I would have gone into fucking second mortgage on toilet paper.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
So, so that was that day, and that was like the day. And I straight up, I worked from home, not realizing what I was doing.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Huh?
what I guess most of this happened after work, but like the Dukalax, where I had vertigo, you're shitting for over 24 hours.
Sure.
Okay, and I wouldn't even call it shit anymore. You're evacuating or purging anally.
Yeah.
It was, and you know what? By the end of it, we have the blue that you put in the flush box.
Uh-huh. It was
I
gone.
went. It was still blue. It was still blue. Slightly more volume. That was it.
Huh.
But then you wake up the next day because you've been up till about 3:30, 4 in the morning
Good.
because you're terrified to close your eyes
Sure.
because it's like, all right, as long as I can go at least 45 minutes without jumping in there, maybe I'll try to sleep. And once
Your
you hit an
your inner
hour,
child is coming out of your body.
yeah,
You're watching spirits and mistakes from the past. Just
you realize that you run out of stuff to watch when you watch the Neil Brennan episode, the new Neil Brennan stand up. I do like him, but he's like a third tier for me. Like he always ends his show so depressing. I just want to hug the guy. He's very funny, but it's like, dude, you need help.
yeah, have you
Um,
talked to somebody? Oh, you
yeah,
have. Oh man.
Lord,
So this is you better? Ew. Okay.
we get to the place and it's not like it's like an outpatient thing. Like this is really all they basically do there. Like it's not my doctor's office. It's like 2 doors down from the doctor's office, but it's
Sure.
where they do the procedures. They don't allow, because I think it's a COVID thing still, but they don't allow anybody to wait with the patient in the waiting room. The chairs are all 6 feet apart still. You don't have to wear a mask or anything. But it's not a huge waiting room. I don't know what the reasoning is, but you just can't. Um, and I was dropped off, and they take your phone number. It is, somebody has to pick you up because you're being sedated. Thank God, you are out. But we'll call her, when you're in recovery, and then we'll wake you up when it'll be fine. And it was. But everybody that the waiting room was probably a dozen people. I was
Uh-huh.
in there for 2 hours before I went back, which I thought was real cute. But in that 2 hours, that dozen people changed somewhat, but it's 80% men in their 40s and 50s, and they're all falling asleep.
Uh,
Every single one of us.
yeah.
We're just all like, how you doing? I was like, I'm hungry and I want to get a tube up my ass so I can have a burger and a nap. I'm like, no shit. Me too, man. What's your name? Mark? Hi, I'm Adam. Fuck this. This is fucking torture. That was the worst part of everything, wasn't it? It was like, yeah, yesterday sucked. I'm like, yeah. Did they tell you to fucking drink that shit till midnight? It's like, yeah. Well, they told you to drink it until 11. They told you can't drink any water after midnight. So you're just waking up. Now you're thirsty and you're shitting water and you're dehydrated. It's like, yeah. What's the first thing you do when you get here? An IV. What the fuck is that about? You fucking cowards. So yeah, it's a bunch of us that were falling asleep. Which is nice because the only thing on the TV is the morning news, and those things are on a half-hour loop. I watched the same news 4 times. Before I went back
That's the
there.
spot you kept
Yeah,
waking up.
yeah. So when I was in the little room where they told you, they're like, get undressed, everything except for your socks because it can get cold in here. I'm like, I should have brought socks. It's fucking Florida. What? There's no socks in my life.
Everything but you.
Like, put on this gown. But the lady goes, you don't need to tie the back. I'm like, figured that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're gonna need access.
Yeah, and the guy named Charlie came in to like hit my IV and everything, and he was great, but he wants to chit chat. He's like, "Yeah, we're thinking about buying some property in Tennessee." I'm like, "I give a fuck, Charlie. Can we goddamn do this?"
we're we're about to shove a cannon up my ass
Oh
to
my
take
god!
pictures of the inside of
Of
my
6 feet, it goes 5 to 6 feet in. 5 to 6 feet. I almost asked if I could see the diameter of this thing
uh-huh.
because, as we all know, Papa do have a tender bunghole, and I've never tried, but I'm gonna guess it's prone to tearing.
uh,
So we didn't, yeah. But that's the first time you meet the doctor, by the way,
just,
is when you're
you
on
just
your
see the
back.
guy, you look
Rolled
over your
in.
shoulder, he's got the camera and he's licking it. It's like threading a needle, don't worry. What the fuck?
First time you meet the guy, he's a doctor. First time you meet the doctor is when you're on the bed after being wheeled in, by the way, by the oldest woman in the world. But she was pushing that cart amazing. I was like, holy fuck. She's like, I should have retired back in the 70s. I know. What the hell are you running on, lady? Godspeed. And she drove that fucking gurney just fine, like right into the room. And then you walk, and then all of a sudden you're in the fucking room, and there's the doctor. And he just leans over. Do you have any questions? I'm like, well, several, but not for right now, I suppose. And then they put you out, and the stuff they put you out is amazing. Like I was really I've only been put out twice, and I don't really remember the first one because I was already on so much drugs when I had my leg surgery. I was already on so many painkillers. I don't really remember being put under. This one I remember. Like, she's like, okay, I'm gonna put in the medicine to make you sleep, and I felt like a twinge. I could start to feel it working, and
Uh-huh.
I said, oh, that stuff works. And I think that's as far as I got.
That's it.
Yep.
The next thing you
Next
know,
thing
they're
I
giving you
know,
a graham cracker and some juice.
yep. It was hot tea and a granola bar, but still.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, the next thing I know, it was 50 minutes later. So I don't know how long it takes to actually shove it up your ass, but it wasn't long. From falling asleep to waking up, about 50 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I was in a totally different room. They're like, okay, roll over on your side. I'm like, everybody's just, this is what you do all day, doc. You just shove stuff up people's butts. Everybody's cool with this. Like, I'm the only one who's like awkward about this. Everybody else is being really cool.
But look, all the small cameras are being taken. I've got an iPhone 3GS. Decent pictures. We're gonna thread that up in there. Oh,
How do
don't
you
worry.
feel about the golden age of Hollywood? So here's what we have. It's on a wooden tripod. It is.
It
Yes.
sure is. Are you sitting in a director's chair? It says director right on there. It sure does. All right. Bite down on this.
But I would. But the actual procedure, easy peasy. Nothing at all.
Well, that's okay. So
But then you get home, and then, oh, but here's the S end of the story.
yes.
Sorry, the end of the
Ah,
story. I broke the system. I beat the house
okay.
because the doctor said, "Don't be surprised." I mean, you do need to be on a high fiber diet with your colon issues, but don't be surprised because you purge your entire system and like you're starving at this point. But afterwards, they're like, because of what I had, the doc's like, you can actually you can eat whatever you want. Like, there's nothing happened. We're fine. You can go right back to your regular diet, but don't be surprised if you don't have a bowel movement for like 2-3 days because you flushed everything out from esophagus to bunghole. He's like, you are. The nurse says this, and she
Your
was also
sinuses are clear. You're
yeah.
conscious. We got rid of that too. That's what's taken care of.
So the first thing I ate was a McRib because it's back and a 6-piece McNugget. Okay.
Hell yes.
That night we also got pizza because I'm like, you know what? I fasted all day yesterday. I want fucking junk food all day today. I don't give a fuck.
Uh-huh.
I don't need vegetables. We can have spinach on the pizza if you want. That's fine. Like, I'm not gonna shit for 2-3 days. Incorrect. You know, a McRib goes through your system in less than 24 hours, regardless of what's in there. So that's how you beat the house on that. If you really want to, you don't need to take anything. Just take yourself some Metamucil and have a nice McRib and a six-piece nugget with some sweet and sour sauce. You'll
Just
next day,
like a luge.
and it will be healthy. It will be fine. Your whole system's like, oh fuck.
Get this out. Get this
Yeah.
out. There is nothing good about this.
Should we bounce to our boys over Split Society? Because I kind of want to get into what we're doing because it's going to take a little time.
Yes, I was wanting to say Nicole had a colonoscopy when she was 24.
On a dare?
Because she thought she was into it. Turns out not so much, but
You can't really feel anything.
no,
Yeah.
she that's what she always says.
Aw.
Oh,
Except for a pressure on her chest.
it's because like it gets so hard to hold myself up. But yeah, I was not allowed because we were just dating. I wasn't allowed to be around this girl. Um, she was like, I don't want you around. You can't see me. I don't want you to be, I don't anywhere near me. And like for like the day of her prep and then that day of recovery,
Mhm.
she was like, mm-mm, you don't, I will let you know when you can come around
Yeah,
again
no.
and see me. And I was like, that's fair. And she slept on trash bags and towels just in case
Hmm.
the night before. And apparently she was so out of it though at one point she got up, pulled on her sweatpants and stood there, and her mom they get her mom to come back and help her out, and she's standing there and she walks out of the room. She's like, I think I shit myself, and just pulls her pants down, and her mom, God love Mary Sylvester, God damn it, Mary Nicole, pull your fucking pants up. What? Oh, sorry. And then they get in the car and she's just like, Mommy, I want sausage McMuffin.
Yep.
And she's like, we'll get you whatever you want.
Yeah. As soon as I got in the car, Ange picks me. She's like, "How you feeling, honey? Hey, what do you need?" I'm like, "McDonald's. The McRib is back." She's like, "Fine, fuck it. Let's roll."
Uh, all right. Speaking of clearing yourself out, we'll toss it over to our boys at the Spliff Society. Seamless.
Be sure to use promo code Zig and Larry in all caps and to give yourself a special little discount and give us a special little treat. Also, remember that these episodes come out every goddamn Monday and every goddamn Wednesday on the YouTube channel, which you refuse to watch. So please, 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 we're not above begging at this point.
At that now, you know what? And on whatever platform if you just listen to the podcast, I understand. I don't want to look at our faces either.
No, I do most of this with my eyes closed.
Yeah. Again, something else my wife says regularly. That's so
Well, with
hack.
the pressure on her chest, what do you
She
expect?
can't help it. She starts to pass out. But yeah, just whatever platform you leave us, you're listening to us, leave us a like, subscribe, and a review because it helps the algorithm.
Be sure to like or subscribe. Larry, I'm going to ask you to flip your phone over because I'm going to send you a link. I don't want you to see it right now.
Okay,
Okay, I'm going to trust that you did it. Here.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. I want to play a game. It's a stupid quiz.
I love stupid quizzes. You know. Hey,
Uh,
by the way, hey, can we do a quick, just a quick birthday shout out
oh, of course.
to
100%.
the best looking member of the Zig and Larry Ignore Topic
No, that's not true.
team.
Both of us, our birthdays are in July. We're a week apart, remember?
Right, right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying she is the because technically she's part of the team.
Best. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're still the most fuckable, but
I'm the easiest to hold down. I'll give you that.
it's mostly just because you've given up. Yeah, oh, whatever.
I'm the Pat Nodwald sad boy of this relationship.
Just,
Might as
just
well.
hurry it up.
Fine.
If I lay still, he goes quicker. But yeah, just a quick happy birthday. We're recording this on Sunday the 13th. This comes out Monday the 14th. But my beautiful wife Nicole, it's her birthday. She doesn't care how old she is. But I
I
won't.
know how old she is.
Well, yeah, because you can do math.
Yeah. Mhm.
But
No.
Yeah,
Well,
today's your birthday, so happy
happy
birthday.
birthday, darling.
You're the you're the best thing. You're the best part of this show too,
Yeah.
even when you're
It's
not on it.
the only time people actually email us anymore is like, bring Nicole back. Zig sucks. I'm like, I know, but my show. I'll
It's
do what I
my
want.
name's on it. It's
Yeah.
my graphic,
God damn it.
and yeah. I mean, you get to hear her at the beginning and the end of the show
Mm-hmm.
every week. So, anyway, happy birthday, sweetheart.
So that's when you want to aim the tuggin. No?
Nope, you're right. That's what I do,
Okay, fair.
even when I'm in the office
You want to take a stupid quiz?
every day.
It's a. The last one I took was called the SATs.
Shit.
So I had a lot of time, like I said, in the waiting room. I was sitting there for 2 fucking hours. I don't know why. Be here at 9. Why? Because we're gonna shove a camera up your ass around 11:15. So can I show up at 11:15? Well, there's paperwork. But no, you emailed that to me. Yeah, but just in case you didn't do it. But even if I did, it's like 10 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 hours. This is how we do
Really,
this.
part of our kink is just watching 40 and 50 some year old men
Fall the fuck
fall
asleep.
asleep starving because of
Yeah.
low blood sugar and being
Dude,
up all
literally,
night
you can't
shitting.
walk through that place without hearing blah, 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 blah. All
Oh,
of us were like, and everybody's low energy. We've been shitting all day. Nobody's slept. Nobody's eaten. It's like we're all dehydrated. We're starving and we're under, we're sleepy. The good news is that's why they do it. It's not because they got to clean out your system. It's because there's no fight in you. You can't take the doctor at that point. You're in a gown with no back to it, and you're just lying down. You haven't slept, you haven't eaten, your stomach is and you're dehydrated. Like, I couldn't take this man if I tried. Oh my God, there is no battle axe I could wield at this point. Fuck.
just do what you gotta do.
God damn it.
Is he
So,
supposed to kiss the back of your neck while he does it?
I have no idea how
Is
this
that
is
an
going to
extra
go.
copay?
Yeah, it is. It is. I actually, I'm glad there's a lot of cameras in that room, by the way, just like up the corners, because the wrong psychopath could just be having a field day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But there's him and 2 women in that room, and one is the old broad that wheeled me in. The other one is the one who gave me the sleepy time tea. But the 3 of them could just be been okay. Take a picture with me next to the hairy butthole.
You find out he's just tied a GoPro to his dick, and
Well, no, these are the only people who are keeping Polaroid in business at this point because they don't want any fucking. It's not the cloud.
all
Like,
right.
okay,
Sorry,
so
sorry.
I'm I'm, I'm
for
not
the
even going to
rest of
say
the
it. I'm not even going to say it, Larry. Larry,
yes,
are you a good guy or a bad guy?
I think I'm a good guy.
Incorrect. Flip over your phone.
Everyone has a fictional male villain that matches their personality. Here's yours. Fucking A. All
We're
right.
going to take a 15-question quiz. I haven't done this yet to find out which fictional villain we are.
I love it. Okay, I'm in. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm
So
very excited.
tell me when you get it. I haven't done this yet, but the first thing you see is Josh Brolin's Thanos. So, whatever. Tell me when you're there.
Just for whatever reason, it was taking a long time to
No, that's fine. That's
I'm
the
here.
interwebs.
I'm here.
It's not taking a long time. To quote the guy who jerks off in front of women, it has to go up to space and back. He did
right.
have a point at that. He had several good points. He just did one thing that fucked everything else up
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. Okay, so do you want to read the first one or should I? We should go back and forth. There's 15 questions that we have to get through in about about a half hour. So
Yeah. Yeah. That should be fine. I'll take the first one.
Okay.
What is your primary motivation for becoming a villain? None of these. I like that none of these is the first
I
option.
just got that. Yeah. None of these. What? What are the options first? Oh, we should have put that fourth.
None of the. I'm choosing that one.
Okay.
None of these: money, power, or revenge. We got to lock in our answers and then tell each other. I think.
Oh, okay. Good call. Good call. Okay. I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm locked in. Revenge.
Money. 100%. If I'm gonna be a goddamn villain, it's oh no. What have I hit? I hit continue, not next. Don't hit continue. Continue is an ad. Next. If I'm gonna fuck over the universe, it's because I don't want to work no mo. Yeah, do you want revenge?
Yeah, I went
against
revenge. Uh,
whoever made you this way.
yeah, everyone.
I like that they assume that's a supervillain because number 2 is what would your superpower be, Larry? Would it be time travel, flight, super strength, or I would not have a superpower?
And shape shifting.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's 6 of them this time. Shape shifting or none of these. We
None
learned
of
from
these.
question 1. We learned from question 1 that we put none of these at the end, but we didn't bother to edit question 1. It's like, no, that shouldn't be first. You're right. What about question 1? It's already written. There's no possible way we can move an icon.
Because two lazy podcast hosts are going to just hit none of these for the whole time.
Locked in.
Locked in.
If I'm going for money, time travel is the only option.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You learn the numbers, you go back.
I locked it in. There were 2 options for me, but I locked it in. I chose super strength because if I'm going for revenge, I want to be able to pull people in half.
Yeah, literally. I was gonna say physics, but you just went straight for rip them in half.
Pull them in half. Yes.
But would you say like left and right hemisphere or at the waist?
Depends on the moment.
Okay, fair. Okay, you're not going to micromanage you're bifurcating people manually. Okay,
part of me, if I'm going to pull them in half, I'm going to literally look at someone. I'm going to shove your head up your own ass.
mm-hmm.
I want to be able to like pull them in half, but keep them like their insides together enough that they can experience the whole thing.
I just don't want to work, but I'm willing to fuck over other people to do it. So far, although I'm not a villain. So far, I'm just a time traveler who wants to place really good bets. That's all I am so far.
You're essentially Booster Gold so far.
Yeah, basically. Sure.
Yeah. That the other option I almost took because I'm going revenge, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is shapeshifter.
There's no wrong way to fuck around with people that way.
Right? Because I mean, if I'm going for revenge and I seduce a dude, and then he wakes up and it shirts into this. Hey man, what'd you do? Pictures, and and now he's.
See, I'm just thinking you tie him to a chair, you turn him into you turn yourself into their mom, and you do really weird naked stuff.
Ooh, okay.
That'll fuck you up for a while.
Or you just turn into their mom and tell them how much of a disappointment they
Well,
are.
no, that's why I say you don't turn into your own mom. That would be insane.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah. Or Edward E. Newman. Either one. Edward E. Newman. Number 3.
What would represent the biggest threat to your evil ways? A superhero, being persuaded to be good, law enforcement, none of these.
Locked in.
I mean, fuck the police, but that's because if I've got super strength,
you're ripping cops in half at this point.
Yeah, I'm not
long ways or width ways. You don't seem to give a shit.
I locked in superhero. I locked it in.
I went straight for none of these because I don't see anybody opposing me at this point.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It'd have to be some manner of like Loki style, like time police or something.
He did Jean-Claude Van Damme's just showed up and kicked
me. Yeah, right. Jet Li. Whatever happened to Jet Li? He's the one, and there's like 7 of them that just kicked my ass. Whatever happened to Jet Li?
I think he's still making movies. Well, he was making the Sylvester Stallone movie with Jason Statham and
The Expendables.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
All I could think of was The Disposables, and then immediately thought of Dave Attell, The Unfuckables, and I was like, none of these are right.
And then immediately went 40-year-old dad brain. Nothing makes sense anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? The unmentionables? No, that's your lady's underpants. What am I trying to say? Okay, Larry, as a villain, question 4 is: what do you feel is your best quality? Again, with the editing, number 1 is none of these. Number 1, intelligence, loyalty, sense of humor. Only 4 options.
Yeah, feels your best quality as a supervillain.
As a supervillain.
I locked it in.
Me too. Sense of humor.
Yep. Yeah.
It's got to be.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna crack
Anybody who's
up.
listening right now goes, well, then make a fucking joke, stupid.
When are these guys gonna start being funny? When I get, when I start ripping people in half for revenge.
And I become a time traveling. I'm, oh my god! I just realized I'm a time traveling thief. I'm one of the midgets from fucking
You are.
from Time Bandits. That makes so much sense.
Yep, you
And I
are.
definitely want to wear the Napoleon hat. Absolutely.
You,
That's
uh,
great. I just realized that's my fucking life goal is to be one of the little people from my favorite movie of all time.
and
Thank
this
you, Mr. Gilliam.
this does not surprise me at all. This
No,
all makes sense.
no, but it was totally subconscious. All right. Well, it's we're already here. I can't go back now.
No, no.
No.
What do you feel is your worst quality? Lazy, boring, selfish, or none of these?
100% locked in.
I locked mine in.
Yeah. Oh, I
Mine
guess.
was lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was a no-brainer. I saw that and I was like, oh, that's the one. That's the one. I went with none of these.
The fucking my superpower from the when we were in college. The Larry drew a comic book of our group of friends when we were in college. My superpower was I was telekinetic, but I only used it to float because I was too lazy to walk. I used it to bring the beer up to my mouth. I used it to have a smoke that was always like floating next to my head, but my body was so emaciated because I refused to use my muscles.
God, I wish I could remember where all that was.
Oh god, that was so funny.
That was
I
my
just float
favorite
around. I love
one.
the fucking cigarette that was just like floating by my head wherever I went,
Just
and it's like it'll float to my mouth, float away. It's like, what does he do? Oh yeah, he can move anything with his mind. It's like of any weight. What does he do? He just uses it to make fucking hot pockets.
he makes helper.
Yeah, it makes helper.
Oh, hamburger helper. No, don't guess no
God damn it.
hamburgers.
Okay, they're getting cute because none of these is now number two, so they don't care where they put none of these. They just threw them in there. How are your friends most likely to describe you to others as a supervillain, Larry?
This is
It's well, I mean, it's in depth. So as a
okay.
supervillain, you
Sure.
have buddies, apparently. And how are they most likely to describe you to others? Would it be funny, moody, friendly? None of
None
these.
of these. All right, I'm gonna lock it in.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, you gotta go funny.
I'm going funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the listeners are like, and when does that start?
That's not even a callback. That's just fact.
Yeah. What genre of movie would your story be told in? I just wanted to use my movie guy voice.
Can you do it again? But like 20% slower and 5% deeper. Hold on, let me take my dick out. I waited until you were having a drink before I said that. I'm very excited about this.
What genre of movie would your story be told in?
If you're not almost there, I am.
The first choice. None of these.
None of what? That's not
Horror,
how these works.
horror, sci-fi fantasy, teen flick, comedy, drama. What genre of movie would your story be told in? Mm, mm,
Uh, no.
mm.
Locked in.
I kind of want to. I'm going to be honest. I want to be a dickhead and hit teen flick, but
Hey man, it's your quiz. I'm not going to micromanage this
that's
stupid nonsense.
that's what I'm getting revenge on is teenagers that got on my lawn.
Oh, so you're ripping teenagers and cops in half.
Yes, so far.
So
That's
far, you're the juggernaut who's only going after teenagers and the police.
yes. And no one seems to care. That's
No.
the thing. They're all like,
He's also helping old people bag their groceries, but he's ripping apart 15-year-olds who are just slightly shitty.
aren't you a little old for this? Ah!
Well, there's your ass next to your head.
Um, man. All right, I'm gonna lock it in. I'm gonna lock it in on. All right, I'm locked in on none of these. I don't think any of those genres are where
I
I
had to
tell
go.
my story.
I had to go drama because I know that in the end I will fuck myself over somehow horrifically.
Yes. Yeah.
hmm It'll be funny while it's happening, but the very end's going to be one of those endings. It's like, oh,
See, I was
oh,
really hoping for like Judd Apatow rom-com dramedy. That's the specific genre I was looking for.
that's definitely none of these.
And about 45 minutes too long. That's the
Hey, I hope I. What type of people bother you the most? I hope one of these is teenagers. Fake people, boring people, greedy or selfish people. None of these.
somebody was real lazy. Let's just have none of these. What if you just go through? Okay, all right, all right. I'm locking my answer in.
Oh, mine. That's no brainer for me.
Yeah,
What do you got?
fake, fake people.
Boring. I don't care, honestly, in my life, if you are the biggest piece of shit ever. If you can tell a story, I can hang out with you for a day.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's it's a good
For a
point.
day. I'm
Okay,
not talking bosom buddies for the rest of our lives. But if you because I can, as a human being, I can divorce myself from you morally. If I go, well, he did just piss all over that guy's shoe, but it had nothing to do with me, and I have a story about it now. So yeah, I can hang out with that.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I can dig it. Okay, all right. Um,
Give me a second. Only because the picture from this next one has Margot Robbie in hot pants, and that just does it for me.
yeah, I think it does it for everybody.
If you have a soul, yeah. Okay.
Would you have underlings to do your bidding? Goddamn right.
Oh, what are the options? I have to say the
Oh,
options,
sorry.
which
I
is
just
stupid.
I'm
But there's like four options, but
unsure. Yes, a team of them. Yes, one underling, and the one underling is Robin.
from the 50s, it's Matt West, or Adam
Adam
West,
West,
Robin.
Robin. Yeah, it's Burt Ward.
Who's Matt West? That's the guy that pumps your gas. I
Matt
haven't think of
West
these.
is the he we went to college with him, and he's trying to be a he's
He
trying
did.
to be a pop star and ended up being a Christian star.
I have no memory of a Matt West.
He lived in my dorm my freshman year. He was on the corner. Yeah, and probably you wouldn't because he we did not hang in the same circles.
If you're asking me to remember something from 25 years ago, it's never going to happen for either
Right.
one of us.
No, but I'm just this is a relevant story. It's not a relevant story, but it's a relevant story. So you would not know him. I know that fizzled, but
It's
it
fine. I
you
just got
wouldn't know.
confused. That's all it was.
He was a music major. The only reason I know him is that he literally lived next door to me in the dorms.
Okay.
He was at the time, again, he was like had aspirations on being a singer-songwriter, pop star, cool guy, and he would bring girls to his room and play guitar and be that guy.
I gave my love a cherry that had no stem.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, are you familiar with Wonderwall?
Three times in a row.
So as you
Can I
know,
put a towel down?
I don't make it a secret. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 18. Mostly because I was. Uh, this is relevant.
I was just saying, hold on. Please tell me we're going to tie those two things together.
I, I,
Sir, I said paper or plastic.
so,
18.
18. So I lost my virginity to a girl. But I always give Matt West the credit because he was singing and playing his guitar, and we could hear it through the wall while we were fucking.
Oh my
And
gay
the
aunt.
girl, um, I will get,
What
she will
do we
remain
do
nameless
with
because I
this?
don't know if you can do that on a pod. I don't know if you can say names like that on a podcast. I
You
mean,
can do whatever you want if you don't care about the consequences.
I was a virgin when we met, Nicole.
Please.
Uh, yeah, like she's just glad I knew what I was doing by the time I got to her. But
We didn't
I
have to
credit,
play wrong hole more than once.
but the girl just kept yelling out requests while we were having sex.
I know that's not true, but that's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever heard.
If I told you which girl, you would believe it.
Sure.
But yeah, it well, and at one point he did come over and knock on my door and was like, "Guys, can you keep it down? I've got a guest." And I was like, "Sure,
That's the only reason why we're doing this. No, we
but
can't.
come on, man. We're trying to help you."
By the way, your siren song works. Put down the guitar.
So yeah,
It's working through this concrete wall, for fuck's sake. This is a door. It's all cinder blocks. Your magic is potent.
oh no, I lived in Newhall, so we had
Oh, okay. No, you're good. Okay,
yeah, we
good.
had drywall. All right, so anyway, I'm locked in on my answer.
Yeah. So how many minions?
Oh,
Was
I'm a team of them
I picked
because
a team as well, mostly because I would be too lazy to time travel and steal my own money at some point. Like, and I would be really generous. I'm like, I tell you what, I'll let you have the time travel machine. I'll even give you 70% as long as I get to sit on my ass. And just to do that for like 8 or 9 people, then you're good.
see, and I want a whole army of adorable mammals that I can refer to as chumpies. So
So,
when faced with law enforcement, I can
mhm.
get them chumpies, destroy them.
So not only okay, hold. So not only are you the Juggernaut, but you're also some manner of villainous Snow White who can command the woodland creatures to assault teenagers and the police.
Yes,
Very
yes,
good. Your costume's going to be real interesting, but I'd like to help concept wise if I could.
yeah. It's going to be a combination of Snow White's dress,
Mm-hmm.
um, and some manner of Skinnerd shirt.
Yeah, and the bluebird of happiness on your shoulder, who's
Yeah,
just ready to peck a fucker's eyes out.
absolutely.
Uh, is it me or you? I'm no, I don't know
I
who's
believe
going
it's you.
next.
I told a long-winded story.
Very okay. Very good about getting your dick wet for the first time. Wait, it lasted as long as a song your first time?
No, it lasted several. So, look, I'm not saying I lasted. I'm saying I was able to just keep going.
There we go. I'll accept
Because
that.
at
Yeah, that makes
18,
sense.
you can go until your penis dry heaves.
Yeah, I don't. I think you have more erection than flaccid at 18, just walking around.
You are more erection than
Yeah.
human
Yeah.
at 18. You're just a boner monster.
Larry, what would you spend your time doing when not being evil?
Listening to Matt West.
We're gonna go. We're gonna. Oh, we have none of these. We'll just get
None
that
of
out of the way.
these.
Sleep. When you're not being evil, what do? Nap. Travel. Watch TV. Play video games, spend time with family or friends when you're not being a teenager ripping, assault chipmunk having lunatic. Do you watch TV or do you sleep, Blair? What do you do with your time?
I think I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
What do? I got a time machine. I got all the money I want. I hate my friends. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay. Done. Nothing. Travel, I guess. I mean,
I locked in video games because look,
who says that violent video games don't affect you?
I'm going for revenge. I've written the
Mhm.
story. It was teenage cops that it was 21 Jump Street that took my family away. They killed my family,
Okay.
and I have no time to sleep um, because what gives me my super strength is gumption and meth. So I'm not going to sleep anyway. It's really good meth, which is why I'm able to grab people and rip them in half.
And oddly enough, you play video games in your spare time, but it's only Burger Time. Burger Time and Cubert. Those
Yep,
are the only video games.
yep, they relax
I play Pong by myself. I'd use both paddles.
me. Anyway,
Anyway.
where would your secret base be?
Ooh.
A castle on a hill, underground, the woods, outer space. I would not have a secret base. My home. That's my favorite. Just my crib where I chill.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Yeah, it's my home. That's I don't need a secret base. You know what I mean? Like then every
Yeah,
time I come back to the present timeline, it's just like a bigger place. You know,
yeah. It's
it could be a present. It could be a personal island. You know, just with a bunch of guards and turrets. But you know, that's where I hang my hat.
yeah. I chose the woods because if I've got chumpies,
Right,
we
of
need a
course.
place to live and frolic when we're
You
not working.
you don't want to be in charge of all the jumpies. Let them, let them forage and deal for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
Oh well, this next one should be easy for you. Do you consider yourself an animal lover, Larry? I like
uh
some animals, but not others. Yes, no, or unsure.
the
What?
fact that the picture of yes is a guy holding a kitten, which is what we Jeff was his theory was always that if the red ball became too big, you just hand the
Hmm.
raging smith a basket of kittens
Correct.
and it calms him down. So I'm going with yes. I'm locking in yes.
I'd have to go with I like some animals, but not others. And I refuse to expand on that.
I'm not
Although I
there.
will say that we threw a tropical storm Nicole the other day, and it was not terrible. But what I didn't realize was the family of raccoons that lives apparently in the property right across the street from me. There's five of them fuckers. I watched all five just evacuate from them and then like hang out underneath the neighbor's car during the storm. I'm like,
Okay.
holy shit! There's five of them, and the smallest one's about a 20-pounder.
That's
There's
awesome.
five. Of them. They're great. But I'm like, shit. I'm not gonna let my elderly Chihuahua outside. He's gonna get his ass
But
kicked.
we're gonna make friends with those guys.
Yeah, fair.
I'm gonna punch a gator and I'm gonna hang out with raccoons.
Nice.
Wait, is it's my go.
It's
Okay.
you.
Would you wear a costume to commit your evil acts? No. Sometimes. Yes. Unsure.
Okay.
We already discussed it. Obviously, I've got a costume.
I'm gonna say sometimes because I'll just I'll be bored. You know,
Sure.
if you want to rig the lottery or invent Google by yourself, sometimes you want to wear just like a cape and see if you can get away with it on CNN,
Absolutely. No, I'm with
right?
you. Yeah, for
Not
sure.
like a Superman cape, but like an actual like velvet, like 17th century cape.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
like waist length or all the way down to
No,
ankle.
I say middle of the back. One of those like real pretentious
Oh.
bastards. Yeah,
Oh
where
yeah.
you're only wearing it to prove that you're a cunt. That's all
Yes.
you're doing. Yeah. What music would you want playing in the background while you commit evil acts? Okay. Rock and roll, country, and I love that's just a picture of Garth Brooks and Dolly Parton.
And Shania
Uh,
Twain in there.
is
Sure.
that who that is? But
Oh yeah.
she can't be country. She's Canadian. Hip hop. None of these.
It's a tough one for me. I'm gonna
I'm
be
locked
honest.
in.
I all right. I'm locked in. I'm locked
Okay.
in.
Every time I go back in time to pillage, only the Benny Hill theme. None of these. That's all it is. Just Benny Hill. Every time I'm going to make it sure that when I go into the time travel machine or whatever I do, it only works when the Benny Hill theme is working.
You know what? I wish I had thought of that because that's a great answer. I went with country, but specifically only George Jones music
Oh, very good. Very
because
good.
I will
That's good.
have,
That's good teen ripping music.
yep, I will have a souped up John Deere lawn tractor
Hmm.
that I can have a trailer behind with my army of chumpies blasting George Jones.
For the uninitiated, we've said this a while. So Chumpy is just any small woodland creature that does your bidding, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Very good. Yeah. Just to define that for the listeners.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, we're on the last one here, bud.
Last one. All right. Oh, is it the same as mine? In your opinion, what is the best way to get revenge?
Yep.
Okay. Because I didn't know if maybe it was like, you know, it's personalized depending on what.
Oh no, this is it's all the same. Yeah.
All right, let me. In your opinion, what is the best way to get revenge? Passive aggressive social media posts by living well, imprisonment, murder, lawsuits, or none of these. Whew.
I'm gonna lock in.
I'm locked in. Yeah, I'm locked in with murder.
Me too. Because you know what? Fuck them.
Fuck them.
All right, let's see the results, buddy.
Show results.
Okay, hold on. Hold on once. Oh no! Click on no email. Just show me the results.
There it is.
There it is.
What? Really?
Oh, okay.
That's surprising. What is yours?
I'm the Joker.
Me too.
There's probably just three answers. It's like, it's the Joker, or I don't know, Thanos, or Bernie Madoff. Like those are the three that you could
Or this
possibly get.
this guy named Steve that runs the quick and easy down the street.
That fucker kissed my mom on the mouth and never called her back.
He's the worst villain of all.
Oh God, what a long and weird road to get to nowhere.
That
Spectacular.
was a long and winding road to Joker.
To Joker.
With
But
I
apparently it's
chose Super String.
That's Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, which
Is the worst Joker.
not the worst. I was a Joker for Halloween once, and it was weird. I didn't even get rid of the beard. I just dyed it green.
I did Joker one year for Halloween. We did Joker and Harley. Actually, we did
Yeah.
the whole Nick had two versions of the Harley costume.
Who's the worst Joker? Is it Joaquin?
I would say one.
No. Fucking Jared Leto's.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry, Joaquin.
He's all intent but no substance on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry,
Really,
Joaquin.
really good. I like the take on the costume for Jared Leto, for like that take on it, but just
Yeah, it just didn't. Yeah, he didn't do it for me.
Okay, so Heath Ledger or Nicholson?
Wow. That is.
And for me, it's 50-50, but if you have to pick one,
I know. I'm with you. I'm 50
because
50.
Nicholson is all like nostalgia too. Is a huge. There's no wrong answer except for whatever you're about to say.
I feel like Heath Ledger. I prefer Heath Ledger's only because
Do you?
he influenced everything after it. But if you were to ask me my opinion on the best Joker,
Mark Hamill?
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
And so, speaking of that, hey, real fucking sad we lost Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He Friday, I believe. Yeah, that's a bummer. He's only in his 60s. And yeah, I mean, the man was Batman. Like,
Boo.
you could hear his voice and you're like, oh, that's Batman. And anyone else that did Batman's voice, you're like, you're not Batman. It was just like, you're not Kevin Conroy. Leave me alone.
Dude, well, Kevin Conroy.
Yep.
I have to go Nicholson only because he got to play off of Keaton. Heath Ledger had to play off of Christian Bale, and I think that the two, like, if you have to like pick one, that just watching those two actors is much better than watching Christian Bale is fine.
Yeah,
but he was totally one note. His whole character was this voice.
I'm Batman.
He did that when he was in the suit, and then it wasn't that. He was like American Psycho without the killing. Like that was his whole
Yeah, whereas Michael Keaton, I mean, that scene in the first Batman where Keaton picks up the fire poker.
Oh yeah, totally.
Come on, man, let's get nuts. And Nicholson's Joker is just like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna do that. Let me just shoot you then. Oh, I'm not going to fuck about now.
No, that's the Indiana Jones where he has dysentery, where Harrison Ford has dysentery and he just shoots the guy.
Yeah.
Do you know that story?
Oh yeah.
where the guy who like does all the flashy like sword stuff. That was actually a choreographed fight where he was supposed to hit him with the whip and stuff, but he literally had the shits so bad from the local water. He's like, I can't do it. He's pulled out the gun and shot him, and they were like, Spielberg's like, hey, yeah, keep it. That's hysterical. We're
Yeah.
not doing this whole fucking fight scene anymore.
No, that's the best. That
We
is
just saved ourselves 4 minutes of film. Yeah, let's do that.
but yeah, I'm with you watching those two. And also, fuck the DC executive that killed the Batgirl movie,
That was a shit maneuver.
because we were gonna get uh uh not I was thinking of Brendan. Um
What?
what is wrong with me?
Come on, Dad Brain.
Zig, I'm real worried about my brain.
Good. Me
Uh,
too. Have been for years.
oh, God, what
We
is
were going to get Brendan. Just stick with that. Why don't you have a cookie?
this is that's bad. This is bad.
Are you interested in cookies?
I love cookies. Brendan Fraser as Firefly. Brendan
Oh,
Fraser.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was gonna play Firefly, and then we were gonna get Michael Keaton back in the goddamn
Mm.
rat suit.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Keaton now is I'm more convinced that he's Batman now than when he played Batman when I was a kid.
Fair.
Like, this Michael Keaton is a Batman Michael Keaton that we're getting. And yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. I will fight you
In the street.
in the street. Yeah.
In the street. There's going to be a whole long line of people in the street just waiting to fight Smith.
One day I'm
I was told to fight Smith in the street. Get in the queue.
now serving number 53.
He's just standing there holding a shovel, looking real tired and dirty. Yeah, he's won 17 in a row. Does he get the shovel? He's keeping the shovel.
Where's Nugent?
You got to get through 28 teenagers before you get to kill Ted Nugent with a shovel.
That's my heaven. That's my heaven. Some people want 70 some virgins. I just
You just want to kill Ted Nugent with a lawn implement.
Oh, we all have our dreams.
I'll kill him with a shovel and spade. I don't care, David Spade. I'll plunge him to death with David Spade. He's a tiny guy.
Oh.
Well, what did you learn, buddy?
I learned that online quizzes really do serve this show well. That is
When you can't come up with anything because you've had a tube up your ass all weekend, it's an online quiz that tells you you're the Joker.
yep, but we're both the Joker.
That we're both the Joker for completely separate reasons.
Yes. Yeah, we are two different eras of Joker, apparently.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, and what'd you learn, pal?
Oh, God. I wasn't prepared for this part of the quiz. I learned that even having a tube up your ass can bring people together.
And isn't that the most important thing?
No, money. Money is much more important.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Money and vengeance, actually. I think we were both onto something. Money and vengeance against
Money and
your
vengeance.
enemies. Yeah.
Like, can we start a company?
Money and vengeance.
Money and
D Plus Productions presents Money and Vengeance.
That's our first movie.
Runtime 38 minutes.
Perfect. We'll call it a short. That's
There was no real for 3 months. Yeah. This is what the editors did, and they did us a favor.
There was no real ending. Yeah, they got bored. I think they forgot they were making a movie.
The ending is just us around a buffet. just silently eating too many crap ragoons. Should we keep doing this? No, but it's all you can.
So, look, I'm getting my $8 worth of ragoon. Right?
Oh,
I was ragu. I'm getting my $8 worth of ragu.
He's eating so much he thinks it's ragu. Just leave him alone.
It's Prego, damn it. You know it.
What are you gonna do? Fucking correct him at this point? Nobody cares.
No
None of this matters.
They stopped watching 30 minutes into this 38-minute film.
Why is one of them in blackface? He doesn't know either.
That was a bold choice, a wrong one, and a bold, but bold. We'll give him that.
Because he was halfway into a bottle of scotch. He found some goddamn shoe polish and then forgot. So we just let him go to Target like that.
I've always wanted to be Duke from Predator. This is buddy. No,
Can we
no.
do that in spirit, you think?
The Halloween store, probably. Let's go find some makeup.
I just really want to make sure I'm never a congressman. This'll do it.
His pants are off.
Did
Perfect.
you think you
Yep.
needed insurance for that, stupid? But okay.
Yeah, great job. I never want to be part of public office. Yep. Well,
Tangent was brought to you by a handful of Jim Beam.
handful of Jim Beam. You'll think it's a good idea.
Until your wife yells.
You're not cute. Stop it.
D Plus Productions presents Way to Fail.
D Plus Productions presents Your Wife's Disappointment. Hey, guess what?
What's that?
I love you.
I love you back.
The best part's about hanging out with these guys. God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.